Hi, I'm Maria Sevilla with Sevilla Body Works. In my last video I talked about healthy shoulders, and today we're going to talk about healthy necks. So much of our days we spend in front of the computer or in front of the iPhone, and we're sitting and we're hunched over and we're like this. So our posture is our head comes forward and then our shoulders come up like this. So in order to strengthen our neck muscles, we want to bring the head back and we want to stretch all these muscles to the back. So first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to sit up nice and tall and allow our head to come in between our shoulders like this. You can take your hands, you can just crawl them up to the back of the neck, and let's just warm everything up and just do a little gentle massage on those back of the neck muscles, upright by the head and circling around. It's nice and gentle. And then we're going to start with stretching the upper tract muscles. So the upper tracts bring the shoulder up and forward, and we want to draw the shoulder down and back. All right, so one of the ways we're going to stretch this is turn our head to the opposite direction, just a quarter turn, and then we'll look down towards the outside of my knee. I'm going to take my opposite hand, I'm going to place it on top of my head and do a gentle pull down. As I do this, I'm going to open my collarbone wide and also drop it in the opposite direction. And this is going to stretch that muscle. I can hold this for about 15 seconds, whatever feels good for you. And then I'm going to move my hand and come back up. And turn to the opposite direction, look down, take my hand, and then gently pull while I'm widening and opening that collarbone. And that's a nice, lovely stretch. And then coming back up. So the other exercise we're going to do is stretching all of those back neck muscles. So you're going to take your fingers, 2 fingers, and then put them gently on your chin. You want to draw your head back. So you're going to push a little bit, and you're also going to push into the chin so the chin is dropping back and down. This also helps to open the jaw. So doing a little bit of this, you can see if I turn to the side, most of us have a tendency to have a little forward head posture here. So we're going to bring it back and hold and bring it back and hold. So you can do as many of those, probably about 5 or 6 of those. The next thing we're going to do is strengthen those muscles to the front. So now that we've opened and stretched those muscles to the back, let's go ahead and address the muscles to the front so we can strengthen them. Okay, so I'm going to lie down on my back, knees bent, and my head is relaxed. So the first thing I'm going to do is very similar to what we just did with the fingers on the chin. But this time, I'm just going to bring my chin down. So I'm doing is I'm lengthening, again, that space through the back of my neck. But at the same time, I'm starting to strengthen these muscles here. So I call this the nose nod, or sometimes I just tell my clients, it's like you're saying yes with your head. You're saying yes. And then once you do a few of those, you can practice saying no, back and forth here, and maybe a little circle. Okay, so once we've done that and we have our head in a good place, the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to lift our head. Most of us will lift our head and push our chin up like this, and that takes us back into that forward head posture, which we don't want to do. So we want to get into that yes position, and then we just want to bend the neck. So you can see I'm looking sort of above my knees when I do this, not up at the ceiling. There's a big difference here. And then when I'm going to come back down, I'm going to come back through this. Yes first, bend the neck. This is not an abdominal curl here. This is strengthening your neck. So I'm not lifting my shoulders off of the mat at all. What's helpful is, the other thing is we have a tendency to clench, or a lot of us clench our jaws. So if you really think about opening up the back of the throat, taking that deep breath and opening that space, really pulling the air through the nasal passage and all the way down, you might find it a little easier to bend that neck. And it helps to strengthen all of those muscles in the front. So we can do a few of those, and what that'll do is it'll help to strengthen your neck. It'll allow for those muscles to stretch through the back, and it will also improve our posture. So I would say doing these, a few times a day if you'd like, and as often as you feel like you need to, especially if you're spending a lot of time like this. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.